Alright, so I've got the factory internal slave cylinder from my late model NV4500 and converting the line to work with standard AN fittings. So what you have to do is there's a roll pin in here, you see through it. You got to tap that out to remove the line, but save it just in case if you don't have a roll pin set. They do sell roll pin sets at Harbor Freight. I have one. I don't know if the correct stuff will be in there, so I'm going to save this one and reuse it if it works. So should just be able to pop that out. Then you're left with this fitting. This line comes off, and I've got this fitting from Earl's that should match. It's not an identical match, it's pretty close though. It looks like the roll pin will hold it in place. It's got a gasket on there, so I'm guessing maybe there's a gasket hidden in there that we might have to pick out carefully. Yep. So this is the adapter you need from Earl's LS641001 ERL. It's factory GM slave cylinder adapter to, I'm running a -4 line that's 36 inches long. Hopefully that's long enough. So basically it just allows you to run a standard AN on your stock General Motors stuff. You don't touch the bleed at all. Because that just stays put, and so this line I got from Summit, All-Star Performance. Never even heard of them. Hopefully it's good stuff. They did not have a lot of prefabbed -4 lines, and they had this one that was 36 inches, which I'm hoping will be an appropriate length. It wasn't super expensive. I don't remember the exact price off the top of my head, but for a prefab line, so you don't have to make something up, it's pretty cool. Comes with a few fittings. Could not find on Summit's website what the specifics of these fittings were, the specific details. So they're gonna wind up as extras, I think, because I didn't want to risk it with anything. Might be able to use one for the master. We'll see. Here's the All-Star Performance 46101-36 clutch line kit, 36 inch. Hard line for something, maybe for a bleeder or something. Don't really know. 36 inches, I don't know if that's gonna be long enough. Gonna be cutting it close. Tried to measure and eyeball it based on where my transmission is hopefully going to be, but since the trans isn't in yet, I can't quite tell. So there's a little bit of lube coming out of there. I'm just going to use it to lube up this gasket before hydraulic fluid or something, before I try to install it. Make sure it's nice and lubed up on both sides. Yeah, that clipped in there pretty well. Let's see if we can see. So fitting, see through the hole for the roll pin. Clips into place with decently positive sound and feeling. So we're going to put our roll pin back in. Here we go. Doesn't want to focus. Roll pin's in. Fittings in. Spins freely. Has a little bit of wiggle, but seems pretty good. Hook up some wrenches to that. I don't have any AN wrenches, so I don't know what size that's going to be. It looks like it's maybe 1/2 inch, 12 or 13 millimeters. That's a 13. That wants to be a 14, but not today. We'll go 15 just to give it a little snug for now. Not doing anything yet. Tighten it all before I get it bled. I'm gonna attempt to bench bleed it, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, and then I got these fittings that supposedly one of these is the correct fitting for the Master. It's larger than what came with the Earls or with All-Star stuff, so let me see if that. So here's my Master. This came from LMC. It did not come with bolts for the firewall. Sourced some of my own. Hopefully they work. Let's see. Yep, sure enough, too small. So, let's see if these Earls guys fit. Sure enough. So this is a -4. Where's the camera? -4 to 12 millimeter uniflare. That's what you need for the factory master cylinder on K5 Blazer, Chevy Suburban, that kind of thing. And that's it. We've got a slave and master set up. Just need to put the pedals back in the truck before I can install the master. I just got the pedals back from powder coat, so I got to reassemble those and reinstall them, and then I can put the master in, but I won't really be able to put the slave in until I get the engine and transmission in. So that's all for now. If you want to fit your new style slave cylinder off of your NV4500 with the internal slave style bell housing and make it work with a stock K5 Blazer square body truck hydraulic master cylinder, clutch master cylinder, that's your clutch part number from LMC truck. Did not come with firewall bolts, keep that in mind. Doesn't come with anything else at all, hoses, nothing, so just keep that in mind. LMC likes to sell literally individual parts, but they have tons of stuff that nobody else has, so I like it. And that's all for now.